Salutations, bronies! Persian POTUS here after a long hiatus to review episode 11 of season 4, Three's a Crowd. It always strikes one as odd when you hear the words forgettable, fleeting, and fluff associated with a Discord episode. Fluff in particular seems to be the favorite word batted about. This is because several critics found issue with what they believed was the episode's excessive use of expository dialogue and lack of subtlety. It's true that the script could have used some snipping here and there, but despite that, there was still a powerful presence of nuance in the episode. Before I elaborate more on that, let me take a moment to share the themes that were executed well in Three's a Crowd. Lately, we've been seeing a focus on the dynamics of friendship and family during the season. In Pinky Apple Pie, we saw an example of a family member going out of their way to be understanding and serve as the glue that keeps everyone together. In this episode, on the other hand, Discord was an excellent example of a friend whose constant need for attention can eat away at the quality time of others. In my opinion, this further strengthens Discord as a character. His bag of tricks has been expanded thanks to the fact that he can fool around with his favorite frenemies. By begrudgingly being accepted into their fold, he can toy with their lives even more and make them a living hell. The beauty of this is, though, that rather than simply being indifferent to how those suffering at his hands feel, he still wishes to win their approval. It is due to his motivations being so complex and at odds with each other that makes Discord not only my favorite villain, but one of my actual favorite characters from the show. The last thing I wish to cover before diving into analysis territory is the episode's musical number, Glass of Water. To put it simply, I thought the song was sensational. Daniel Ingram has been bringing his A-game this season with hit after hit. Visually, the song was reminiscent of Aladdin's Friend Like Me, as many others have pointed out. However, I think a better comparison lyric and melody-wise would be to the Pirate of Penzance's Modern Major General, due to its insanely quick pacing. I mean, wow! The dizzying speed at which Discord spits out lyrics was so fitting for his chaotic and crazy nature. A criticism some people may aim at John Delancey, however, is the fact he employed the technique of sprechgesang as opposed to actual singing. To be honest, I thought John did a fairly decent job of carrying the tune. True, his vocals were not opera quality, but they definitely conveyed the sinister sass of Discord's personality. As I mentioned earlier, there were very good plays on nuance in this episode. Why do I feel that way, you ask? Take for instance the faux illness Discord was suffering and the fact that they chose the color blue. Many of you would be unsurprised to hear that blue is a color representative of tranquility. Did you know, though, that it is a color also tied to honesty? There is the expression, after all, of someone who is a true blue friend. Funny enough, even that definition is contradictory. When digging around about how blue is associated with honesty, I stumbled upon the actual use of the phrase blue flu. Blue flu is, just as the episode depicted, the act of faking an illness. It was created after several police officers staged a sick-out in form of protest, and the use of blue is in reference to the officer's uniform color. Later in the episode, when Discord actually becomes ill, he turns a shade of green. Green, of course, is often associated with envy, meaning that Discord's greed for affection ended up getting the best of him. Regardless if these color associations were intentional or not, it's little details like that that make me believe that even episodes like Three's a Crowd are capable of cleverly employing subtlety. Another part of the episode I wish to address was the appearance of the Tatzelworm. For those saying this episode was inconsequential, did the look of this creature not cause you to pause for a second? It's awfully plant-like and happened to be hiding under a flower. Didn't Discord have a whole plan that involved sprouting evil vines not too long ago? The inclusion of the Tatzelworm is causing me to wonder if the remnants of Discord's past chaotic reign still exist and are slowly coming to the surface. While Discord may no longer be actively trying to turn Equestria upside down, who's to say he wouldn't continue to let things inadvertently slip into chaos? So those of you who are quick to write off this episode, just remember one thing. A seed may seem insignificant at first, but if left alone long enough, it can soon sprout into something much bigger. Before I wrap up this video, you may want to hear about an exciting new project dedicated to the analysis community that I'm taking on. For ages, I can't tell you how many times I've heard my fellow analysts say, we need a site dedicated to our side of the fandom. And it's true, we do. Enter mlpanalysis.com. The goal of the site will be to provide resources for budding analysis channels and highlight some of the cool up-and-coming voices of the community. While it would be simple enough to rely on my subscription feed to find good candidates to feature on the site, I need your help to widen my search. If you're subscribed to some analysts who are doing something fresh and innovative, or want to have a shot at getting featured yourself, check out the criteria on the submit page of the website. Thanks in advance to all those who helped me in my search for content, and to the Rift Cafe for motivating me to do this in the first place. This is Persian Poetess signing out and reminding you that friendship is so awesome!